Hello, it's Sunday and a chance to get to another video. I've been a couple of weeks off from doing it and yeah, had a chance to get to it today. It's a topic that I wanted to touch on and you know, I'm a collector of all things music, mostly albums, records, and CDs. I do have a small collection of Blu-rays and DVDs, music related. One of my favorite things to do is watch rock documentaries. In fact, last night I watched the new Tragically Hip No Dress Rehearsal documentary, and it was really good. I've seen a lot of hip stuff. They're one of my favorite bands, and this was good. Gave some insight, but this video here, I wanted to focus on a DVD set, not even Blu-ray. That's how old this is. I've had this for many years. It was a gift to me, and it's a special set for 25 years of music from the early start of Saturday Night Live. And I'm not a giant TV fan, to be honest. I really don't watch a ton of TV. However, Saturday Night Live was certainly a show that I would try to catch on occasion, and mostly just to watch the musical guests, and you know, pretty iconic stuff. So this set has like a lot of artists and a variety of artists, and I wanted to focus on it because it's a pretty cool set. As I say, it was a gift to me many years ago. Family gave it to me, and I went through it recently, and wow, there's such a cool, straightforward performances. Of course, Saturday Night Live performances are truly live. There's not a lot of bells and whistles for bands and artists. So, you know, you're really seeing them do their performing of popular music that they've got out. And there's some really cool performances. Some branches of music and artists that aren't my type of rock music, but what I did is I just went through this again and sort of picked out what I think are my favorite performances from this set. So I just wanted to use this as a bridge to talk about some of these performances, because there's some really cool ones and a little bit of information. So that's what this video is about. And again, there's a bunch on here that I won't mention that are cool. They're just not rock oriented necessarily. So, and you know, this is the first, I guess, 25 years of SNL. So most recently, there'll be some cool artists on there that aren't part of the set. And I know that in the documentary I watched last night, they touch on a little bit of the Tragically Hip's performance on SNL, and you know, that was pretty cool too. It's not part of the set because this is, as I say, the first 25 years, and so let's start with that. So I'm gonna just touch on some artists and some of the cool performances that are part of the set. You know, I'm not sure if you can probably, like most things online, you can probably find this set. If you're inclined to, it's worth digging up and finding and purchasing, because it's really a cool set. Again, it's a DVD, not even Blu-ray, and it's well worth it. It comes with the musical performances throughout, as well as a bunch of sketches, comedy sketches sprinkled throughout as well, that are pretty classic. So yeah, the first one I wanted to mention on here is Billy Joel, and probably my favorite Billy Joel song, Only the Good Die Young. This performance is really early, and it's from 1978. I mean, Billy being a New Yorker and SNL being New York, he's appeared 8 times on SNL. This was his first appearance, 1978, and he does a really cool version of Only the Good Die Young, sitting at the piano. It's really a cool version of what I think is my favorite Billy Joel song. Another cool performance really early on in the cycle of SNL. It's from 1975, only the second episode of SNL, and it's Simon and Garfunkel. And it's like when they got back together, they reunited, and they did the one that is on here, they do the boxer. And it's really straightforward. They're just sitting on bar stools and Paul's playing a guitar, and Art's just doing his singing, and man, it's so good. And that's a cool one on there. Another one from 1982, Queen, and their only appearance on SNL. And they did Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and the performance is really great. Freddie looks so cool on there, and yeah, it's pretty cool to have this on that set, seeing Freddie in that kind of small stage. It's really cool. From 1979, the Talking Heads, and they do Take Me to the River, 1979, their only appearance. And David Byrne is just so cool on this. It's early 1979, and they look kind of quirky like they are, but his performance of that is his singing is just amazing. This is one of my favorite performances on this set is John Mellencamp, and he does Pink Houses, and that is from 1983. Mellencamp appeared 3 times on SNL, and yeah, his performance of Pink Houses on SNL, that stage, is just perfection. It's so good, and the band that's with him is so good. Here's a really, really cool one on there, and one of the most, on fire, hard, just rocking performances. One of the best performances ever on SNL, I think, is Neil Young, Rockin' in the Free World. And he does this. This is from 1989, and Neil appears 4 times on SNL. This performance of Rockin' in the Free World, he's wearing the jeans that are all patched up, and there's a big giant Toronto Maple Leafs patch on the ass end of his pants that I noticed. It's really a cool look. But what a performance, that his band that's with him and himself doing Rockin' in the Free World, and he's on fire during that performance. Very cool. So that was Neil from 1989. From 1991, we got REM doing Losing My Religion. Very cool. REM appears 3 times on SNL, and the performance, Michael Stipe is wearing this cool white fancy kind of suit type thing, and he's doing his Michael Stipe style of singing, and it's really a perfect performance. Losing My Religion, what a great song, and good performance. Okay, so that was 1991. From 1992, and a super controversial performance. I mean, a lot of people that know about this, yeah, bring back some memories. But Sinead O'Connor from 1992, I don't even have it. It's not on this set that I have, Sinead's set, but her performance, it's like an a cappella performance of the song War, and it's from 1992. Sinead appeared twice on SNL in 1990 and 92. She didn't appear again after this. That was very controversial when she rips up the Pope's picture at the end of the song. And but the performance of how she presents that song is like stunning. Really, really cool. From 1993, Nirvana. Now Nirvana, they appeared twice on SNL. They appeared in 92 and again in 93. And in this performance, they sing Rape Me, which of course, a bit of a controversial song and title. What I noticed about this performance that is hilarious and fun is Pat Smear, current Foo Fighters guitar hero, and Pat Smear, who was part of Nirvana in and out of the band, appears with them on stage during this performance on SNL stage, and Pat's doing old school Pat stuff, rolling around, and very punk looking performance. Kurt just stands at the mic and just rips out the song. Dave Grohl is hammering away at the drums. Like, it's really a cool performance to have on tape, that's for sure. Now here's an absolutely fantastic performance, nice and long, just a great performance. Paul McCartney does the Beatles' Hey Jude, and this is from 1993. Paul appears and plays on SNL 4 times over the duration of his time, and doing Hey Jude, what a pro performance, just amazing, beautiful. Linda's alive and on the stage with him. It's very, very good performance. One of my favorites. Here's a funny one that Alanis Morissette, so, you know, she was pretty big at the time, and she did Hand in My Pocket, and this is from 1995. She appears twice on SNL. On this performance, which is very notable, is Taylor Hawkins on drums with the blonde hair and the dark mustache, and he's on drums during this performance because, of course, he was in Alanis Morissette's band at the time before he hooked up with Foo Fighters. So it's pretty cool to have that and to be able to watch that when I want Taylor Hawkins on drums during this performance. Pretty cool. One of my favorite performances from that set is a special add-on performance, bonus track, bonus video, and it's you know, a little bit more, yeah, it had a lot of buzz because they were such a huge band, of course, at the time still. From 2000, the year 2000, they appear 4 times on SNL. U2 doing Elevation. And this performance is Bono's leaves the stage, goes into the crowd, goes up on some tables, grabs the cameras. He's very animated throughout the performance, but it's a rockin' great performance of Elevation from U2 from the year 2000. Here's one from 1995, the band Live, and they do I Alone. And it's funny because you start watching it, and Ed Kowalczyk is the singer, guitarist, and he just stands there like very solemnly, but they belt out that song. It's a very good live performance of the song I Alive. And that is from 1995. Now, here's a band and an artist that has been on SNL 8 times, and this is from 1989, doing a huge song, Free Fallin', Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. But what I've found interesting, and it is interesting about this performance, is it's a very slowed down version of Free Fallin'. And you can see at the end, the band all lock in, look at each other, and they kind of know that they, I guess, maybe intentionally pulled this off where they did it a little bit slower, and it's a real good, nice version of the song to listen to for sure. Now, there's some ones that are notable because I have in my collection artists that I follow. There's a performance from Beck, Dave Matthews Band, Metallica doing Fuel, Sting, Eric Clapton, and as I say, numerous different artists that are featured on here that aren't part of my, rock group of people that I follow and listen to, but a very cool set. I've got some other DVDs and Blu-rays that are cool I might show in the future, but I just love this set and some of these performances. It's just pretty impressive to have still and to be able to watch. So yeah, for my next video or 2, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to do some different things. I got a couple of ideas, might have some guests join me and onto my channel here. And I got a couple of fun ideas to share with you guys. So thanks for checking in with me again. Like and subscribe if you haven't and you dig my stuff. And yeah, I'll see you again. And if you get a chance, call up some of these SNL performances because they're a lot of fun, and I'm sure a lot of them you can just Google and find online. It's pretty cool. All right, take care, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.